Hello, I'm Beverly Morales from Tracy, California. Welcome to Stampin' All Day with Bev. I am going to be with you at 7 o'clock. We're going to get started. We have 3 minutes. I am going to run in, I think. I'm going to see if I have it or not. Yeah, I'm going to run in the house. I'll be right back. I have to get my host coat. I'm back. Hi Maria. Hi everybody. Hi Rosemary. Hey Rosemary, we have to get together. You still have a card here that you won. There's 2 of them. You have to pick one. Hi Debbie. Hi Deborah. Hi Bev. Welcome everybody. Let's see, 1 more minute. Hey Janet. I was just thinking about you guys. I hope everything's okay. So I am going to use the Welcome Home bundle again, and I will use it again on Tuesday because it's one of the bundles. Hi Sandy, that's going to be used on October 1st, which is card making day. And I put a link here on my page, and you guys can go there and click on it. Hey Joyce, and you can register for that free event. It's a free online event, and I'm going to talk about it more, but that's why I'm using this set. So I'll talk about that in a little bit when we get started. I see people popping on. I hope you had a nice weekend. I was blessed with some great days. Today was kind of just a little bit of housework and some prep for a class. And so it started Thursday for me. Thursday, I decided to make fry bread. That came out well. My family came, my daughter, her husband, and my grandson and his girlfriend. Saturday, we sat out back till almost 9 o'clock at night. It was so beautiful. The weather was gorgeous. My daughter and her husband came over, and my mom and my husband and I sat out there. Saturday, my children surprised me. It's very rare that I have a day without my mom. Well, my mom had an outing, and it was a last minute type of deal, so it was a surprise. So my kids surprised me, and they took me to Capitola, and I invited my friend Debbie to go with us, and we just had a marvelous, marvelous time. So I've had a busy 4 days, and it's just been such a blessing. Okay, it's 7 o'clock, so we're gonna get started. I'm gonna turn you down to my desk so I can show you all the things I wanna talk about. I see you guys all hopping on. Now, if you're on, say hi. Let me know you're here. I don't see everybody that's on all the time, and I'd really like to say hi to you and see your name and enter you in my little drawings, and maybe you'll win the projects that I make. So don't be shy. Say hello. Let me turn you down. Get you straight. Funny things. Facebook has gone back to the old way of doing things. Hey, Mary. All right. So again, for those of you who are new, and let me know if you're new. My name is Beverly Morales. I live in Tracy, California, and I have been a demonstrator for I forget how long. I want to say 27 years, I think. And then my host code for September is Vapiduna. I laugh at it every time I see it. Usually there's some numbers in there and so this time it was all letters, and so that's what it spells. And you can shop with me at beverlystamps.stampinup.net. If you do not already have a demonstrator, I would love to be your creative coach. You can email me any of your questions. Contact me via email and we can talk. I can get catalogs to you and all that good stuff. I don't see a place to sprinkle. I don't know how that works. It's the share button, I think. So anyway, if you have a friend that does not have Facebook, tell them to go to Beverly Morales Stampin' Up! On YouTube, and they can see my replays. And they'll also get entered in the drawing. I'll check the people that comment there before I pick a winner. So they still get the same chances even though they're watching a replay. Okay, so I keep telling you that I'm using the Warm Welcome bundle because, I don't know, they may have changed things, Cookie, but thank you for trying. They're also using on Stampin' Up! Is who I'm talking about. On World Card Making Day, they're going to show us techniques. They're going to stamp with us. This is a little flyer that you can see. Like I said, I posted it on my page here just before this live. You can go there, click on the link, and read all the details about that. If you order one of the bundles, or two of the bundles, or all three of the bundles, you're going to get a free Iridescent Pearls Basic Jewels Embellishment sent to you. So how that works is when you order your bundle, and you have to do that before October 1st, you're going to write the item number for the Iridescent Pearls, and then because you've ordered a bundle, there'll be 0 in the price area, and you'll get those for free. Then there's also a flyer that tells you all the card stocks and inks and things you need to have if you want to stamp along with them that day, and the additional supplies. I just registered today, so I think it's going to be fun. It's from 2 to 5 Mountain Time, so that's 1 to 4 our time in California anyway. Hey, Tammy. Hi there. Hi, Carol. And so I think it'll be fun. Yeah, if you want to take part in that. And you don't have to register if you forget or can't or don't want to. You can still see it. But if you register, you're going to get notifications of updates. So that's what registration will do for you. Remember that Perfect Partners is still going on until the last day of this month. So what that is there's some stamp sets in the catalogs that did not have dies, and now they do, and you can get those dies. You can get the whole bundle, save 10%, and that is the Apple Harvest bundle, the Fresh Cut Flowers bundle, Playful Piggies, the Birthday Piggy bundle, Trimming the Tree bundle, Waterfall Dies, Canyon bundle, and Yeti to Party bundle. So don't forget about that. If you have those stamps and you want the coordinating dies, or if you want the whole bundles, it's still available to you. Hey, Kim, let's see. What is Cookie on my screen? Clear to the right next to the thumb emoji. There's an arrow. You click on that, you can share. Thank you. Okay. So these are the cards that I showed in my last live, the little house, because this stamp set has a front door. And so this is what I showed, this is the card I showed, and I shared with you how to make it. And there's a winner. Now my printer is out of ink already. We just bought ink. We don't know why it ran out so quick. So I couldn't print out the winner, but I wrote her name down. And it is Mary Ganger. So Mary usually watches the replays. So Mary, when I see you this week, you get to pick either the black card or the crumb cake card, whichever one you like best. And that is for you. Hi, Debbie Montero. I keep forgetting to tell you guys what the prize for September is. It is the basic white note cards and envelopes. Everybody could use those. They're a great way to make quick and easy cards. And so I thought I would give these away. So if you place an order with me, your name will go in a drawing. The first day of October, I will draw for all the orders that came in September. And if your name is picked, if you're the lucky winner, then I will get these to you. Hi, Annie. Hi, Susan. Welcome, everybody. I'm so happy to see you. All right, here's the Warm Welcome stamp set and dies. And I showed you on Tuesday. All the dies are in my little magnetic bowl. They look like a mess, but I had shown you all the little cutouts on that live. And I've just kept them in my bowl because I'm still using them and I'm still playing with this set. But today I'm using soft suede ink. I'm using my bone folder. I'm using some blends, and these are Petal Pink, light and dark. I am using silver ribbon, what's it called? Metallic edge cotton ribbon Using that today, and you'll find that in the annual catalog on page 146. I'm using some clear embossing powder, so I'm using my heat tool. And last Tuesday, I forgot to put the metallic dots on my card for the doorknob. So I added those, so when Mary picks her card, she will have. I forgot to put it on there, but there they are right there. Just, hi, Eva, welcome home. Hope you didn't get rained on at that game. All right, I'm also using the Quatrefoil tile folder. I always laugh at myself because I do not know how to pronounce that. You guys tried to help me pronounce it, and I'm just not good at it. So, you know, there we go. Let's just laugh at it and know it's funny. And then I'm using the scallop contour dies. Let's see, did I take that one out? I don't think I did. This one here. Yeah, this one here. I'll be using that. So I'll take it out right now. Not too bad. Good, good. Found the share button. Great. Thank you, Cookie, for sharing. So those, and then of course I'm going to use my snips, my bone folder. I said my bone folder, my liquid glue, my dimensionals, and probably my take your pick tool. All right. This is a great fold. The color cardstock I chose is the Petal Pink to match. That's why I'm using the Petal Pink blends. And this card is going to take a whole sheet of cardstock. So I am going to go to the 8.5 side of the 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock, and I am going to cut this card right in half at 4 1/4. Love those dies. I know, though I think she's talking about the contour dies. They just work for everything. I am going to use one of the pieces that I just cut. What do you have around your liquid glue? This is a holder that my friend Reiko got for me, but she got it on Etsy. So if you go to Etsy, you might be able to find liquid glue holders. And they might have some on Amazon too, but I'm not sure. All right, so I'm going to give you the measurements. This is a fun fold card, so we're going to need our trimmer again. And we're going to use the scoring blade. Now on this trimmer, the cutting blade is a dark charcoal color, and the light gray is our scoring blade. So we're going to score now. So I'm going to open up the arm of my tool, and I am going to score my first line at 2 3/4, right there. And score. Hi, Louise. Then I'm going to push this over, and I'm going to stop at 4 1/4. Then I'm going to push it over to 7 1/4. And I like this fold so much that I think I'm going to design a card using this fold for open house, which is the first Thursday of every month. And that date is October 6th. I open oh gosh, I've just lost it. Do I open at 1 or do I open at 2? I can't remember till 7. Let's just say 1. And if you RSVP, you can make the card I design, and it will be this fold. Now, where did I get this fold? I was surfing the web, the internet, and here is the card that I'm going to be making. And I came across Rhonda Wade, and thanks Debbie, 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock is when I start. And she made a really, really cute card with this fold, but she said that she got the idea from Rosie. She showed Rosie's card, and she did not say Rosie's last name, but just guessing about being in New Orleans and guessing that was Rosie's style, I think that was my friend Rosie Gonzalez. She lives in the Bay Area. So I'm going to give the credit to Rosie because I'm pretty sure that's who it was. I know her style. She has a really, really cute, fun, bright style. And And that card was just all of that. So I'm going to give her and Rhonda the credit for teaching me this fold. Now their cards were completely different than mine as far as the design goes. Hi, Linda. Because their styles are different than mine. So, but you can change this up to whatever way you want to use it. Oh, thank you, Carol. Leanne Gregg, Flower Bugs Ink Spot's husband makes and sells those holders. There you go. All right. So now we're going to take those score lines that I just made and we're going to make a mountain and a valley. So what I mean by that for my newbies is mountain means it's popped up, valley means it's popped down, and then a mountain and then a valley. And when you do that, your card is now the same size as any card that will fit in an envelope. Pretty cool, right? I thought so. So then, Leanne Greff, okay. Then I burnish with my bone folder, and then I turn it over and I burnish the other score lines also. Okay. All right. So that's the base. Then we take the other piece. I said it was going to take a whole piece of cardstock. You could use designer series paper as well, but I'm using all cardstock tonight. So I'm going to cut this down, the width down to 4. And then the length to 4 also. Hi, Margaret. Hi, Lori. Hi, everybody. If I missed your name, I'm sorry. I will see it when I watch the replay, and I will say hi to you then. We even need this piece, so hold on to it. I think this is the only piece I don't use here. Okay, so here's my 2 4x4s. I'm going to take these 2 4x4s, and I am going to run them through my folder right now and get that part out of the way. So I put a little sticker on my folders that tell me what platforms I need on my tool, on my cut and emboss machine, so I don't have to think. I don't know about you, but sometimes, die cutting takes these platforms, and some folders are 3D and they take these platforms, and I just don't want to think on which one takes what. So I just label them, and then when you come to my shop, you can also see that you need, on this one, it says I need number 1, which is right here, and then 3, see 3, and then the folder, and then 3. Much easier until you get used to it. Like now I know if they're just regular folders, it takes 1, 3, and 3. But it's a learning process, and if you ever, don't feel like thinking, which I don't feel like thinking a lot, then if you label them, it's so much easier. So I'm placing my cardstock into my folder, and then I'm making sure that I'm putting the folded end of my, hi Ruth, of my folder in to the machine first. I don't want the folded side on the side. That could tear it, crack it, ruin it eventually. So if you place it in first or last, you'll be fine. Okay, so I just embossed both of those 4x4 pieces. See how pretty that is? Okay, so let me take my folder, put it away, take my machine until I need it in a minute for my dies. Okay, so let's go to the card base. This piece is going to go, this 4x4 is going to layer on the first fold. And this one's going to layer on the third. So there's 1, 2, and 3. This one's going to go on 3, and this one's going to go on 1. But before I do that, I'm going to come over to my little envelope of goodies and show you the pieces that I have. So I'm gonna change up this cake just a tad. I did Versamark ink on this one with clear powder, and it shows up. See that? But I'm thinking I'm gonna do my soft suede this time. I happen to love petal pink and soft suede, and in a baby blue of any color, a light blue and soft suede for baby events. I think it's so soft and pretty. I love that. So I'm going to do this. The cake I'm going to do tonight was going to be in soft suede. So these 3 rectangles right here are one of the dies. There it is there, and I'm going to show you up close so you can see all the ridges and the door it makes, all the lines, and it reminded me of paneling. So I thought, here is the die. You see the lines in that? I thought if I could emboss a cake here and then put 2 of these on either side, I would have a pretty paneled front to my card. So a lot of little detail here. So let's take one of the panels. Then I have strips where I had left over. Those are scraps. Hi, April. I'm going to stamp on those. And then I have a scrap of Very Vanilla to stamp my little shoes on and to cut those out. I do need 5 of these panels for this card. So I'm going to put them back in my envelope just so I don't lose them while I'm showing you how to emboss. I'm going to take my embossing buddy and I'm going to run this across. So if there's any static on this paper right now, I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to use the new little tray that's in the mini catalog. You'll find it on page 49. It comes with the embossing buddy and an awesome set of tweezers. You just squeeze right here. Helps you grab and pinch, and it's just a really neat tool, and then a really nice brush. Here is the code number. If you want this, these tools, they all come together. You get them all together with that code number, and the price is $27. Okay, so I'm going to stamp first, and then when I use my embossing powder, I will use my tray to catch it all. So soft suede. One thing I wanted to make sure in making this card, one of the reasons I switched to soft suede for the cake is I wanted to make sure that all of you know that you surely can emboss with all our inks. A lot of people think that you have to use Versamark only, and that is not a fact. Now here's the difference. When you use regular ink, like I'm using right now, you must emboss it right away. You cannot leave the room, answer the phone, talk to hubby, scold a child, answer the door, blah, 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 and then put the powder on. This will dry faster than Versamark, so you need to put the powder on right away. I'm going to turn on my heat tool. And I'm going to grab my grab my tweezers. And I'm going to put my heat tool to my project. Nope, all our inks, as long as they're juicy and you do it right away, they will emboss. Okay, mine's starting to emboss now. It's taking a little while because I did not warm it up in advance. So if you warm up your tool just before you get ready to use it, this will take a little bit less time. Hi, Jean. Welcome, my dear. I need to move my powder. My jar sitting right there. I could just see myself blowing that everywhere. Okay, let me check it. I'm having to work around this camera like I always tell you. So I see shine on, I'm trying to look at these little tiny circles to see if I see shine on there. I think I do. Okay, so that's embossed now. I am going to unscrew the little spout here on the tray and tap my embossing powder back into my container. And you can either keep hitting it like this, or where did I put my brush? There it is. Or you can use your brush to get it all back in there. And unless you spill this powder, it will last you probably years. I am not kidding you. Unless embossing is your favorite technique and you do it all the time, then it might not last you a couple of years. But it lasts me a long time, and I use it a lot. So, okay, don't forget to put this back on so you don't lose it. But I think this is really handy. Okay, so now we're going to take our blends. And I have the dark and the light. And I am going to start with the light, and I'm going to start with the wide end. Hi, Yvonne. How are you? And I am just going to color all the presents, all the cake, one color, this pale pink. So, to me, this is a cake, but it sure looks like a stack of presents too. So, if that's what you want it to be, that's what it can be. Okay, now I'm going to take the darker color, and I am just going to take into the corners here. It's a very soft color. And then I'm going to take the light color again and blend that in. Just for a little shadow. Then I am going to take the dark again, and this time the fine point. And I'm just going to add some color to these little circles here, just to make them a little bit darker. Was the gold embossing powder? No, this was clear, because I used clear because I used soft suede ink. So I didn't, if I would use gold powder, it would cover up all of this present and this cake, and it would be a gold cake. So that's why I chose to use clear. Now, if you're just starting to emboss and you get your heating tool, I would start with clear embossing powder, because any ink pad you have, now you can emboss with it. And because you have clear embossing powder, the color of your ink is going to be the color of your item. Does that make sense? Did I say that right? If I'm not clear, just email me and ask me, or call me, whatever you want to do. Okay, so let me get the little residue off here. And we've got a really pretty cake. Now, I talked about these two pieces here of scrap. This is a baby card. I guess I'm in baby mode since I'm expecting a little great-grandson shortly, end of October. This stamp in the set says little one. So I'm going back to my soft suede. And I'm going to stamp little one. And I'm going to take my snips, because I have a little bit more length than I wanted. Cut that down. And look how cute that looks, just adding it right here to the cake. Or the presents, whichever way you're seeing it. Then I am also going to take, it's also in the set, Welcome. And soft suede. big stamp. I want to make sure it comes out right. And stamp that down. So I was telling you that my children surprised me on yesterday. So my oldest daughter calls me and says, since you have a free day, Mom, think of somewhere you want to go. I said, really? She said, yes. And, you know, I'm just thinking of somewhere close and not a lot of hassle. And how sweet is she? Oh, my gosh, how thoughtful. And let me see. Let me pay attention to where I'm cutting this and go a little bit shorter. So I invite my friend Debbie, and she goes with us. And my daughter decides that, oh, no, Mom, we're going to go to Zelda's at Capitola. I'm all, what? She knows I love the ocean. And the California coast is just stunning, beautiful, and fun. So we drive to Capitola, which is about 2 hours. When we get there, we're looking for parking. And my daughter calls my other daughter on her car phone, and she says, guess where we are? And I look up, and I see my other daughter talking to my daughter in the car phone, standing right there, and I scream bloody murder. I was so surprised to see her. Now, my middle daughter lives 3 hours from me, so I don't get to see her that often, but I do get to see her a lot. I'm very, very blessed that she takes the time to come all the way to Tracy to see my mom and I often. So I was just so surprised to see her. I just jumped out of the car like the car was still rolling a little bit. My daughter said, step on her brakes, and I run out and hugging my daughter. I scared poor Debbie to death. She didn't know what I was screaming at. She heard I was saying, it's Allie. My daughter's name's Allison. And I don't know what she thought she thought I saw something. I don't know what she thought. But anyway, so I'm hugging my other daughter, and we're on, by the restaurant. We got to park right there. And then when they had made reservations, everything, it was so nice. And then when we got to go sit down for our reservations, they said reservation for 8. And I'm like, 8? There's 4 of us. And they just said, no, probably not 8. I'm like, okay. So then a little while later, here comes my grandson and his girlfriend. And I learned later that my other granddaughter and my other grandson couldn't make it because of their jobs. And I was just in heaven. My kids were so thoughtful to all get together with us just because. And I'll never forget that day. It was just so much fun. All right, so I put dimensionals back here. And now I'm going to concentrate on lining up the middle door, or panels as I'm calling them, to the second one. And guess what? I should be using my silicone mat because I did pull the dimensional backs off. And then I'm not going to press really hard because I want to make sure I've got them straight first. Okay, so maybe I didn't pull the paper off this one. Nope, didn't. So I hope you had not thought to use these as panels. I already told you that I used them as tags. I didn't get that one even. I already told you I used them as tags at the baby shower. So these, I love the outline of the door, and I love how they make very elegant tags. So there we go. Okay, so now I can add this to this 4x4. And I'm just going to lay that down flat since we already have dimensionals behind the panels. So these two are the ones that are going to hit the paper, so I'll put liquid or Tombow glue on those. And let me see, my pattern is right. And so let's lay that down. Now this next step is very important, so listen carefully. We are going to attach this 4x4 to this top panel. We want edging around the top the same as the sides, just like you always layer a piece. But we don't want any glue down here because then it would stick to the rest of the card and you won't be able to open anything. So remember my little trick. I always pinch where the farthest I can go. My fingers tell me, do not put glue past my fingers. Because, you know, it's so easy to get distracted. Something happens and you put glue on the whole thing and then it's glued down to itself and you're not happy. Okay. So now there's no glue here, and so we're safe. Now the second piece, we are also going to glue that on the third panel. Remember, I called this 1, 2, and 3. And we're also going to look to have the trim even at the top and on the sides. But I'm going to close it down to make sure that I also have the right amount of trim at the bottom. So everything is even and looks good. Pinch. What does that tell me? Do not go past my finger with the glue. And then lay this down. Now at this point I'm looking to be even with this one. Even, 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 even. It's really simple. Really, really simple. Okay, so what do we need these two panels for? I'm going to go back to my cut and emboss machine, and I'm going to use this contour die that I talked about, and that last piece that I said that you would use, the whole sheet of cardstock, right? So now I need platforms 1, which is the big base, 2, 3, my cardstock and my die, and then my second 3. And cut that out. Now this die makes a little slit, so be careful when you pull it out or you may rip it. So just go a little slow, but is that not adorable? Okay, so I'm going to use that, and then I'm going to stamp my shoes and cut those out. So let me stamp my shoes. This little row of baby shoes is just the cutest thing ever. I just grabbed this scrap out of my piles of scraps that I keep. I have little cubbies with my cardstocks, and I just keep my scraps in there too. Too cute, do you agree? Okay, then I find the die for the shoes. That's not it. That is, okay. And then I'm going to take my Post-it note tape and line this guy up and tape it down so it does not move on me. I'm going to cut this out. I'll just do that over here, you guys. Know that I just laid it on the platform and covered it up with the second number 3 platform and ran it through. And now I have these darling little cutout shoes. They make me smile every single time I cut them out and use them. They're so cute. Okay, so this says, welcome, little one. And then I'm going to use It's Your Day. But look what happens. Let's stamp first. I'm getting ahead of myself because I get so excited because it's so cute. So here's It's Your Day. my soft suede again. So this set is all about the front door, right? But this time I didn't use the front door as a door at all. I used it as panels and tags. It's your day. And then the glue. Behind the shoes. You definitely could use dimensionals if you wanted to. And I set those down right at the top line that's embossed in this tag. But watch how, now this, look, this is cute. This is cute. This is cute here in the panel. So when they open it up, it's your day. But look how much cuter. I want you to know that this panel fits right on that contour die. And it has the 4 little dots on the corners. It has the scallops. It has the line, this here. And I just thought that just made it even cuter. Now, we're going to put glue on this die instead of the panel because the panel's longer. And if you got glue out too far, again, you're going to have a mess where you don't want it. So it's just a good little thought, whichever die is the smallest. You might want to put your glue there. So look how cute that little zigzag, the little, oh, I can't think of the name to call that right now. Rick-rack, whatever. Oh, my scallops. It's so cute. So I think I'm going to put them up on dimensionals. I just love dimension. So here we go with those. Now my card on Tuesday is going to be the front door again open. But it's got a whole different scene that you're going to see when you open the front door. So I think it's really cute. All right, so here we go so far. Welcome, little one. It's your day. And then you just keep pulling, and then there's this area. Well, right here you could put a gift card. I'm going to put another panel. So I can just write there if I want to. And I can just say, congratulations, love you, Auntie Bev, whatever you want, you know, whatever. Don't need to write a whole little letter on these cards, right? So that goes there. And then I just felt that it needed one more bit of fancy. So I take this ribbon. Again, it's on page 146 of the annual catalog. If you're watching me and you see AC, that doesn't mean air conditioner, it means annual catalog. And I take the length of my placemat, this grid paper mat, this here, it's a little over 16 inches. That's just what I do. You can cut it a little bit shorter probably, but I'd rather have too much than not enough. And I'm going to wrap it around the second 4x4 panel. And I'm just going to tie a bow. Now, at open house last month, I had a lot of people, well, not a lot. I had a few people tell me that my bows are never straight like yours, Bev. They never look good like yours. So I asked them to show me how they're tying their bows, and I saw their error. See how this tail and this tail are cockeyed, they're sideways. The trick to getting your bows pretty is bring this one up and this one down. So they're up and down. Then you make your loop. Then you bring it around and push it through where my pointer finger is, and pull the loop. And your bows will always be straight this way, like it is now. It won't be cockeyed. So the top ribbon up straight, the bottom ribbon down straight, and then you'll have a pretty bow each time. Now I think that 16 inches was perfect on this card. So here we go. Now remember, you can use designer series paper for your 4x4. You can use any stamp design, any of your dies that you want. I just really wanted to show you an elegant baby card and the fold. And we will be doing this fold at open house, but a whole different design. I don't have the design yet. I just know that I want you guys to play with this fold. Remember, my friend Rosie is the one that came up with it. She's amazing, amazing, amazing. So she gets the credit. And Rhonda, I'm glad that you shared it with us because I think it's a great one. Are there any questions? Is that a waterfall card? She didn't call it that, Annie. Oh, no, it's not a waterfall card. The waterfall cards are the ones that you pull and it flip, 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 flip. That's a waterfall card. I don't know. She just called it a fun fold. So I don't know. I would call it more of an, hi, Adelia, hi. I would call it an accordion fold if I called it anything because it kind of accordions like that. So just remember, after you do your score lines, mountain, valley, and you're good. All righty? Okie dokie. Thank you so much for your time and being here with me. You made my weekend end off perfectly. All right, go register for October 1st card making day. It's all online. It's free, and you'll have fun. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.